Hello, I'm Nige.
I'm Anders,
And I'm Paul.
I'm Mark.
and as you can see, yeah, yeah. Let's move on. Okay, stage 3 of the Winter Beer Get Best. Nige, you're going to elaborate on everything, please.
Yeah, stage 3, it's all about stouts and porters, and we've got 5 beer kits that we're sampling in this session. And we're starting off with one which you can't get anymore. It's I brewed this almost 18 months ago. Wilko's Stout. Wilko, if you don't know, used to be a discount store like Woolworths in the UK, and it went bust last year, which is a shame because I got this kit brewed. It was not bad. It's the first Wilko kit I've done.
Okay.
But apparently this kit is the same as a Marston's one.
Oh, is it?
That's what people say. Whether it's true or not, I don't know. Anyway, Wilko's Dark Velvet Stout is this one. It brewed out to 4%.
Lovely.
So it's a very sessionable beer. So
Yeah.
shall we?
Shall we? I think we should.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, hello.
It's not bad.
That's
Rich.
Yeah.
That's
Rich.
okay.
Heavy, rich.
I don't know if we comment on the colour when it comes to stouts, but it is a beautiful colour.
it's black
dark.
as it comes.
It is dark.
Can't
Yeah.
see through it.
It's
Can't
dark.
see through it.
Dark. Rich.
It is.
It lacks a mellowness. Slightly acidic.
Yeah, but I'm not holding that against it.
Oh no, I'm holding it. Yeah, but it's tasty. But
Yeah.
but it's.
Paul, you're the real dark ale
I am.
expert.
I like it.
That's your thing,
I
isn't
like
it?
dark ales. I do like the Guinnesses and the porters.
We have to caveat that.
Right.
He turns up and pours blackcurrant in it.
Oh.
So
So
Not in everything.
no, it's not, right.
I didn't. I
So-
did so. I've saved my normal course behaviour, but yes.
Okay. So, how are you finding it?
It's drinkable. Yeah. I don't know. I like it, but there's something.
When I first did this, I was quite impressed.
Yeah.
Looking for a decent stout kit, but I don't think that was the one.
No,
But-
I love the taste of it. I think it seems a little bit
Chewy.
Yeah.
chewy. That's a good word for it. That's an excellent
It
word.
doesn't feel something like you could session. It's not
No.
smooth enough for that, but it's got.
I mean, we're coming back to this. Is Wilco's one of its first beers they put on the line? It needs refining, and I'm guessing if it was in at Wilco's, this wasn't an expensive beer.
No, it was
No.
fair, like 15 quid.
50. So for 50, I mean, if we look at this as a, if you told me this was a Bulldog brew, I'd be disappointed. If you're telling me this is a £15 kit,
Okay.
I'm
yeah,
going to drink
I
this.
see what you're saying there.
You
Okay.
know, but I mean, again, we're back to pennies in the pint, and I would just go and buy the Bulldog kit.
Okay. I think it's got that nice, rich
It's definitely a
Guinness.
stout.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got that ironness
It's
about it.
It's got taste.
Yeah.
Guinness from the can or the bottle hasn't got any taste.
I haven't got that.
discovered
No,
on this
exactly.
channel.
Yeah.
But what it doesn't have is it doesn't have any coffee notes. It doesn't have any chocolatey notes. It doesn't have. It's about what I think we're sitting here going more guessing what it doesn't have rather than saying what it does have.
It's not watery, but even
There's
No, it's
body
not.
for
But
that.
I know what you mean.
it's a bit tasteless on entry, and
Yeah.
then you get this big
Slight
packed flavour
Liquidity.
ball at the end.
Slight liquidity.
And you've got your burnt malts there, and everything's compacted into that, and it's like, yeah,
Yeah, you're right. Everything comes at the end. Or
yes.
towards the end, certainly.
Hmm.
whilst we're here, we should introduce, of course, our
the snack
food
of
of
choice.
food of choice.
Forgot about that.
Yes. So we've got
Nachos,
and we have
guacamole,
and we have
being that we're tasting, I took the chili out. So it's a tomato salsa,
okay.
and then I did refried beans, and without thinking about it, I stuck half the chili in it. So, but yeah,
Okay, lovely.
But yeah, made it all up this morning. So lovely.
Lovely,
Very fresh.
Very
This
nice.
is lovely.
No, yeah, thank
Most
you.
nice.
So yes, that's that introduced, but I don't think this is bad. I think it might come across that we're a bit down on this,
It's
but it's
not
not.
bad at all.
It's a functional beer.
That's a good.
It's a functional beer.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
it's got taste to it. It's got that Guinness taste to it. Which
If you like your stouts,
yeah,
and on a budget, this would have been a very agreeable beer to take.
and
But you can't get it now.
I don't know what's going on with Wilkinson's because there's one just opened up in Poole again.
Well, the range have bought them out.
Brand.
Oh,
yeah.
have they?
They've brought
Right,
the brand. So if you walk into almost any range, there's a lot of stuff where they've taken ex-stock Wilco and they've moved it in.
Okay,
And the range do have a beer kit section.
we'll come to that a little bit later on. Okay,
Probably another episode because we're looking
Yes.
at those range of beers.
indeed, yeah,
Next year, we've got some coming.
yeah, we have. Anyway, so that's just this one done.
It's rich, but it lacks smoothness.
Well, to tell the truth, it's actually tasting a lot smoother than when we
Ordered.
did it on the in the channel.
On the channel, yeah, you're right.
It's
Yeah,
it's aged very
so
well.
it has.
But when did you brew it?
About 18 months ago, almost 16 months ago,
Okay,
it was bottled. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, so beer number one of the stouts and porters out of the way.
Yeah, which was okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't know where that came from. I'm sorry for that. For any dogs around, do beg your pardon.
Yeah.
I could put blackcurrant in that.
Yeah. Back to church as a choir boy.
Right, so round two of the porters and stouts. I've just poured one, but I don't know whose it is. Whose is it?
It's Shamrock Velvet.
Okay.
By who?
I looked this up last night because I actually hadn't made a note.
I made a note of it, but I can't read my writing.
So
it's brew something. Brew.
yeah, Brewmaster is what's on the tin. I believe it's a brand from Muntons.
Okay.
And it's supposed to be a bit of a Guinness clone.
Okay.
So when did you do this, roughly?
Oh, 2023.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's quite an old. It wasn't ready for the first one we did.
Okay.
It's one of those beers I worked. So
it would have been in the second one, but we didn't have space in it.
That's
because we had
right. Yes.
Too many kits.
Too many kits. So it's one of those rolled over
And
ones.
this has come in 4.8%.
Yeah, somewhere around 4.8%.
So despite the fact this is beer number 6, 7,
Something like that.
I've lost
something
count.
like that. I've lost count, but around that sort of time, we're actually on sensible kind of territory with ABVs. Aren't
Oh
we?
yeah, we're
Yes, I mean the only person who turned up with unsensible ABVs was yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's got a lightness that
See,
the
it's got-
first one didn't have.
You see, it's got
It's
the
smoother.
lightness and the body, but it's got some taste.
It's got a.
There's a lot of iron in there. I'm getting a lot
Yeah,
of iron.
yeah.
from that.
It's got a lightness that you get with Guinness. So
Yeah.
that box is ticked, if you like.
Yeah.
It's that
It has a
sessionable.
richness
Yeah.
and a depth and a smoothness that's more palatable than the last one.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that, definitely. It's
Yeah.
far more drinkable. You
Yeah.
could session this one. Less chewy.
It is less chewy.
Definitely less chewy. Yes.
I'd still hit it with some blackcurrant.
Of course you would.
That's me. That's me.
You'd hit everything. Fucking blackcurrant.
I picked this up because I was randomly walking through Wiggly's, who was supplying Muntons at the time. I looked at it and went, I haven't done a dark beer. And it went Shamrock Velvet, and I just went,
I tell you
why
what,
not?
it's absolutely gorgeous.
Palatable.
Yeah, beautiful to look at. My own taste is great. My only caveat really is a bit too carbonated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
and that's a me thing.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely a me thing.
I think if that
Okay.
was less carbonated, it would.
I think if you spoiled this a bit and you knocked some of the carbonation. So one of the things I've gradually done over the last 2 years is reduce the carbonation, and I do like carbonation tabs because I'm just
Okay.
lazy, and I've actually bought a pill cutter, chop them in half.
Oh, okay.
See,
So-
I would just do batch carbonation into another tub.
Oh, I know, but it's another tub to clean, and as I pointed out, I'm lazy. So,
But it's,
It's,
since I started doing that, I've had
much better beers.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's one of the things that's improved the overall quality of my home brews.
It's something I keep looking at doing, and it's
Once you start doing it,
yeah, that's it. I'll continue on from there.
And to be honest, it's an easy clean after it because it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not difficult clean. It's just. But quite often, what I'm doing. So the way I brew is I brew over the summer, and I brew over the winter, and I drink through the summer. So I've generally always got 2 on the go through the winter, and on that basis, it's 100 bottles. It's 95 bottles a night when I'm bottling, and then that's 2 tubs to clean. And then and it's just like, and and for one reason or another, carbonation tabs, they work. The Muntons ones
See,
with
the carbonation tabs in the olden days, you buy something to cut the carbonation tabs. I remember it was just my dad, when he used to homebrew, it was a teaspoon sugar in
I tried that.
White's lemonade bottle. That's what it used to be.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that's what I used to do when I started homebrewing again years ago. It's not a problem. It does the same job. It's such a small amount of sugar that you're using the whole thing. Just table sugar's fine for it. It's a lot cheaper. You don't have to buy equipment. You don't.
But that's the problem with carbonation tabs. I open a packet, I take 1 pill out, drop it in the bottle, I pour some beer in the bottle, put a cap on it, job done.
Yeah.
And I don't think about it. A number of my early beers, so a lot of carbonation tabs, it's like 1 tablet for 350 ml. It's a 500 ml bottle, and one mistake I made is I put 2 in.
Yeah, I used to put 2 in.
And it's
But I was doing a lot of IPAs then, and you can get away with the high carbonation on an American IPA.
Yes, but I did it for everything because I didn't really understand. And nowadays, the Cooper's tabs are 250 grams for 80 tablets. The Muntons are 160 grams for 80 tablets. And I try to get the Muntons ones because 1 tablet in a porter or in an IPA is not
bad.
A bit of a middle.
But the fact of the matter is, it might be a bit carbonated, but it tastes great.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which kits taste good? I mean, Shamrock Velvet. Would I do it again? Yes. Are there other beers I've done on the market possibly better? Also, yes.
I'll tell you what.
But for 50
Muntons beer, the amount of times I've almost bought a Muntons beer,
You and me too.
and I thought, nah, because I know these ones are better.
Yeah.
But there's St. Peter's kits, and I know I bought a few of those last year, and
I've done a
they're a Muntons brand, and actually the St. Peter's kits are okay. Many of them aren't, but the St. Peter's ones actually I have are quite good, and this one, yes, I'd do it again. They're the better stouts, yes. I mean,
well, okay, that I think we're happy with that.
Talk about
It's good. It's
next
green.
beer. Let's get on to the next beer.
Right, okay, so the third of the porters and the stouts. What are we doing? Who's done this?
It's my one.
Yours, go on.
It's Simply Stout.
Yep.
Simply Export Stout, sorry.
Okay.
And this brewed out to 4.8%.
We've done this on the channel.
We have, yes.
haven't
Quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when I brewed it. I should have looked it up before we went in, but
sometimes you just have to go with the flow.
It's been in the bottle about a year, I think.
Yeah, right, that long.
Or not.
Mature.
Was this one? Was this one of the ones that got pushed for the summer in the winter series?
Yes, it was ready for the summer one.
Yeah.
We had 19 beers at that time, so we didn't need any more.
Too many.
Well, we did look at 27 and thought, this is not survivable.
Actually, what we did wasn't survivable. When it comes down to it. No, it's a bit messy. But anyway, Simply Stout, they're cheap as chips. Cheers.
Chin chin.
Cheers.
Ah,
smoother than the last two.
Smooth.
It's got a deeper flavour than the last one.
Yes.
Less chewy than the first one.
Yeah, and a richness.
Okay, now that's interesting because less chewy certainly. Flavour wise,
not as strong as the last. Not as strong as the Velvet Stout.
I think I prefer the flavour and the smoothness of the last one to this.
It's not. I don't think it's a preference. I just think they're different.
Yes,
I think they are different. That is not. Yeah, sorry. It's just hit me again how not chewy it is. But the flavour, it hasn't got that intense iron flavour to it that the previous one had.
More subtle.
Yes. This is good.
it's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
It's better than I
yourself down
remember.
with that.
So I've got it's my last two bottles and stuff. So I just put it aside for this session.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit sad actually. It's always sad when you get your last bottle of of a batch.
Are you resenting us
a good
for
batch?
it? Are you resenting us for it?
No, because you're all friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where you and me differ. Because I've got a couple coming up later on than you. But no, this is lovely. This is really nice. I like this a lot.
This is a lot smooth. I mean, the last one, the Velvet Stout was quite nice, but this has sort of the same, but it's a lot softer, isn't it? It's like feels like a concession. This
and this is
couple of pints of the Velvet Stout, and I'm like, done.
I'm sorry. What you did say, but what's the ABV again on this?
4.8.
Okay, that's lovely.
Yeah,
that's nice.
It's ridiculously low for you. How are you coping?
I'm fine. I'm fine with it. This is lovely. So we're on to 4 of 5 of the Porter Stout.
We are.
What are we doing now?
It's one of mine.
Okay.
It's Cooper's Irish Stout.
Okay.
I did pimp it slightly.
Oh, you cheeky bugger.
I know.
What was it?
I put an extra. My aim was to put an extra 300 grams of sugar in. It was a kilo of sugar, and I put one of their beer enhancers in.
Okay.
And I put an extra. Well, the idea was to put 300 grams of table sugar in. I wanted to get over 5%, just over.
Okay.
And I was measuring it out, and it went. I'd over poured, and it went to 325, and I couldn't be bothered to take it off, so it went in.
So how much sugar did you put in?
225 grams plus a kilo.
Right.
1.3.
1.35
kilos.
Well,
And-
1.325
kilos.
So it came out at 5.2%.
Okay.
Good stuff.
It got bottled on 11th of September, and it's now November sometime. 8th.
So it took 10 months or so.
No.
2.
Oh, two.
2
Oh,
months.
sorry.
Yeah.
This year.
Yes.
Sorry.
So, yes, I know he has a habit of bringing
He does have it. Yeah, he
That's
does.
it,
Yeah.
but-
But
We've not even reviewed this on the channel yet.
we haven't, have we? No.
No.
I said that like I know that.
Anyway, let's go. Cheers.
Thanks, Ray.
Oh, hello.
Oh, well, no,
Now
that
that-
is so smooth.
Oh wow.
Smooth. That's pokey. That is.
That is a Guinness and a half.
Oh no. Actually, now I've got that secondary that's got that right at the end. You get that a ball of flavour like we got in that first one.
Yeah.
But it came really late.
That is smooth, velvety, and delicious.
Stand out.
What? Whoa. Okay.
My favourite so
So
far.
this is quite in your face. This flavour,
Really?
isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know.
It's quite bold, I think.
No,
It's got a lot of smoothness to it. Which
Oh
I
yeah,
don't-
yeah.
it's so smooth.
Not denying that, but the flavour's off the scale.
I'm going to
So-
say that the mouthfeel, it goes down like butter.
Yeah, it's smooth, very smooth,
Yeah,
very nice.
That is nice.
and the bubbles are tiny.
Mm.
I mean,
Batch carbonation, Mark. Makes a difference.
oh dear, yes. As your spot.
That's a
in the
very
next one.
easy drink, isn't it? Very easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
That's not hard work.
There's
It's-
right. Okay.
It's rich as well. It's rich. There's a richness.
I'm getting flavours coming through. I'm getting your bog standard stout flavours, but there's also dark fruits coming through.
Mm.
I'm getting
There's a depth to it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
quite
don't.
Yeah,
I don't have the.
I
tongue
get
for
that
this.
those dark fruits.
Yeah. Plum. I'm getting
It's
plum.
not just ghosting, it's actually
It's quite punchy.
yeah.
Honestly, I do think this is quite a punchy beer. It's very smooth.
Yeah.
We've agreed on that, but yeah,
It's not it's dry. And those fruits are
Yeah.
it's a dry flavour, so it's not sickly, it's not
no. Yeah, so we're talking darker fruits. We're talking plum, and black
Oh.
currant.
Mm.
Well,
Yes.
Paul, you should be able to come with the black currant in it.
that's I've not had a
There is
couple of
a-
these
there-
for a couple of weeks.
Mm.
I started drinking this after 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Okay,
And it was very drinkable.
okay,
Mm.
and it still is.
And there's
Has it changed?
There is a hint
Yeah,
of
it's
fruit.
much smoother.
There's a hint
Okay.
of fruitiness.
Yeah,
There's a hint of fruitiness there. You're right with the plum.
Yeah.
I'm very pleased with this.
That's
beer.
Yeah.
very good.
I think
yeah.
that should
nice.
be. It's just,
It's
This-
very nice.
I'll be honest. This is
Very
the pick.
nice.
This is definitely the pick of the bunch so far. It's
Very
lovely.
nice.
Yeah. Okay, well, on to the next one then.
I'd be happy to order that over the bar.
Well,
Oh,
that's
yes.
what every home brewer wants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what every. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this
That's
is
all.
as good as a pub beer.
Yeah.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Anyway, shall we-
next one. Yeah.
yeah, let's
Next
crack
beer.
on.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back. Final part of the Stout stroke porter. One of Mark's, if I'm right.
Yes, Festival London Porter.
Okay.
Delivered in error.
Oh,
So Festival do a London bitter,
yes.
which is what I ordered.
Okay.
And the company delivered the porter, and
Okay.
I went, "This is one of 4 bitters I had ordered. I'll just make the porter.
And were you happy with that?
It's not been a bad decision, that is for sure.
Okay.
It has turned out.
I think we've
reasonably
done
well.
this on the channel before.
I'm sure we have.
I'm sure you've brewed it.
I've brewed it twice, and I think
Yeah.
the first time I think I've brewed it
You nailed
good.
it.
The second time, not so. I don't
Yes.
think. But I battled through those bottles, and I finished them off because I bloody paid for it.
You see, I homebrew on the basis of it's a bad batch, I throw it away, and if somebody doesn't like my beer,
obviously that is the wise decision. That's the
chuck it on the garden and
yeah.
give me try this one. It's
yeah.
You know, but
yeah, I paid for it.
Anyway, London Festival, London Porter.
Let's give it a go.
Cheers.
Chin. Yeah, that reminds me of it.
Oh, that's nice.
That is nice.
Smooth.
That reminds me of your first batch you did.
Yeah.
There's a richness.
It's got a bit of vanilla.
There is, isn't there? That's it. Yeah, one of them.
Vanilla comes through on this one.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
I wouldn't have put it down as vanilla, but I like the description.
Yes. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is one of the nicer porters or stouts I've brewed in a number of
And you
years.
said you brewed this, it came in at 5.25%.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. So
5.25%.
yeah.
Which is a nice. See, that for me, a dark beer, for me, the sweet spot is between 5.5%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in my head, I had a really nice stout once, many years ago, called Gothic by Enville, the brewery.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
And it was gorgeous. It was 5.1%. And so in my head, anything of 5.1 that's
The
with
gold
me,
spot.
that's a good beer.
But Guinness is 5%, Murphy's is 5%.
No, Guinness is 4 point something.
4% or something
Yes,
like that.
that's around about piss percent. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always thought it was a bit stronger. So
No.
So but no, I mean, don't get me wrong. 5% beer is sort of what I aim for. I have to say, I want to drink 2 or 3 beers in an evening and not be prodded.
Yeah.
So to be quite honest, 6% beers are slowly going out.
Okay.
Look, I'm 5'4". I mean, I don't have hollow legs. It's
I'm.
you know, it's
You can't blame height. I'm not far off your mark, but
It's all about training.
it's all about absolutely.
liver
Put
function.
yourself, giving the hours, making it work. Come on.
That is a really, really nice beer.
It is a really nice beer.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's not let me down. I mean, I did. My local brew shop started supplying festival, and I asked a question about other festival beers, and they just went, write down what you want. We'll order in what you want with the next batch. And I went, all right then. I don't need beers anytime soon. Here's a list.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I've got one more on the brew at the moment, which is a strong bitter. And then I'll be back into the shop to order. Well, the next
Do they
3
still
or 4.
do a discount if you got the card?
If you've got the card, they'll do a discount. However, the economics of that card makes it sort of undoable for them.
Sorry.
So, although I have a card, for £3-4, I don't.
Well, then if you have to spend over 20 to get the discount.
Well, if I've spent £100 and they're offering me, I can't remember what it was,
10%.
10%, and it's £10. On the other hand, I look at the prices of the beer and it's like, well, if I had to order it off the web, we can think of all
this homebrew shop we're talking about. It's actually a DIY shop.
Oh yes,
DIY, which is just it's an independent store, not part of a chain, and they've got a massive homebrew section, haven't they?
They have. They've just expanded it. It's out to 3 sections on their aisle now.
Oh, I've not been there since.
Yeah,
where is this exactly?
Wiggly's.
Wrigley's, right.
Wrigley's DI. So
Oh, yeah, of course, yes.
so their wine and cider department has moved slightly
2 miles.
to make
Is it? Okay.
yeah.
So tell me, this card you speak of.
Well, years ago,
not issued any longer. So
it must
you
be
need to
10 years ago. I went in there.
Oh, yeah.
I bought some homebrew stuff. She said, "Oh, you like homebrew? We do a homebrew club. Here's a
Yeah.
card."
Oh,
And
okay.
she got the card, gave it to me, and you present, you get 10%.
Oh, so
And I've still got
bring
it.
back.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they'll still. If you've got the card, they'll still honour it, but they're not giving the cards out anymore.
Oh,
No.
you got one?
I do, and it is somewhere. But
misplaced.
I've got to be honest. If you want to shop local and you want them to stock it, they need to be able to make a couple of
And are
pennies
these
off
cards
it.
photocopiable?
No, not really.
Oh,
but
of course they are.
I'm sure
Of course
they
they
are.
are,
I'm
Well, there you go.
sure if I photocopied it in there, I guess there was no holograms.
So
or
I was
anything.
that my purchase. That's the first that shop. That's where I first saw the Young's American IPA box. I thought, oh, that looks interesting. I don't.
You're so lucky.
And that was the turning point in my homebrew
Yeah.
journey.
So within Wiggly's DIY, they employ two people. They have two people who are big home brewers.
Yeah, one guy.
And there's one guy on the shop floor, and he grows his own hops. He does all sorts of and he'll happily talk you through. Well, more time than you've got in a day to discuss it.
Such a problem because I bought my first homebrew kit from Dorset Homebrew.
And that was a shop you went into, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
But I knew that I could walk into that shop, come up with I've got an issue, and that guy would explain.
Have all your questions answered.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that doesn't happen these days because it's all online.
Yeah, and that's
we're the online solution to that.
Well, we are the online,
yeah.
and there is still Wiggles.
But
Wiggles,
Wrigley's.
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 Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
Wriggles is a club down in Bournemouth. That's a completely different thing. Move on from that.
It's
So
yeah. I mean, I do have a discount card. I choose to ignore the fact I have a discount card because I would much rather they supply it rather than I order it all overnight.
Get that. Right.
What's your views this session? What the highlights?
Okay.
What's your highlight?
I'll go first then, shall I? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We're all looking at you.
Okay. I think that's right. Okay. They're right. They've all kind of merged into one, but
Well, this
one's lovely. I think I take away the simply stout is nice, but it's just a bit one-dimensional.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I'll go with that.
The Shamrock.
Some of the marks was
The Shamrock Velvet was a bit in your face, wasn't it?
Bit in your face, bit overcarbonated, and
No, but take the carbonation away. That
taste was good.
That was a Guinness.
That was a very good one. Yeah,
it's not Guinness, but it serves the purpose of Guinness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This one, I think, is gorgeous. I think this one. Which one was this?
London
Festival.
Yeah, I like this one.
When it's brewed well, and you have done, it's excellent. I've done it twice.
What about you, Paul?
It's rich. It's got licoricey notes for me.
What about all the other beers? What's your highlights?
The one before that
Cooper's
was very smooth. I like that one. The smoothness. This is quite heavy. It's heavy. It's got a richness and an aftertaste of almost molasses. Almost.
Oh, that's a good call.
Yeah, there's an aftertaste of molasses to it. It's like a twang left at the end after the taste at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Could be yeast. Could be the yeast.
Myself, I mean, My London Porter's a close second. The Simply though was much smoother. The Simply that was I mean, there's some taste in this that I would prefer, but I would if you said I've got to have 3 pints of one, I'm taking the Simply every day.
Yeah, the Simply.
Yeah, Simply.
Oh,
sorry, the Cooper's.
The Cooper's. Yeah, I'll take the Cooper's.
The Cooper's Irish Stout.
I think the Cooper's was head and shoulders above the other stouts.
Yes.
But this I like a lot. But if I was going to have 2 or 3 pints, I think I'd rather have the Cooper's than this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this, as a one-off, I'd rather have this.
Yeah.
I think if you were sitting in a beer festival, you had one of these and then one of those.
Yeah.
This is where I want to be, but because it's got that sort of punch and you remember it. But if you said I'm sitting in a pub for
you got your fireplace, roaring fire. You sat in your wingback chair.
Yeah.
You're smoking
jacket. Wingback chair.
You want a pint of it.
You want that.
You want the London Porters.
Yeah. I do. So anyway, I think that rounds up probably the biggest section.
Yes.
Of today's Beer Kit Fest. We'll see you in the next round.
Yep.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.